What's happening, gamers? I'm K-Wing, and this is What the Heck is DC Rebirth? A lot of you have been asking me, what is DC Rebirth? And according to Jeff Johns, Jim Lee, and Dan Dido, Rebirth is not a reboot of the New 52, but a way to appease critical fans like K-Wing. Actually, they didn't really say that, but they could have, because you know how, objective I've been towards the New 52. Anyway, the New 52 was a clean slate in 2011 story-wise, resetting everything since Final Crisis. Characters were de-aged, continuity was destroyed, classic stories and characters no longer existed, like Wally West, and other heroes and villains were given crappy new origins or nerfed altogether, like poor Victor Freeze. This time, though, DC promises that longtime fans that are distant at the moment, meaning not subscribed, will return with Rebirth. We'll see, DC. The only way that I can best explain this is they're combining elements of both post and New 52, thus creating something new. And when I'm talking about post, I'm of course talking about post-Flashpoint. Similar to what Zero Hour did in the 90s, but maybe not so much, because after that we got Red and Blue Electric Superman, which, yeah, that was kind of strange. Anyway, apparently the DC Cinematic Universe is very important to DC Rebirth and DC and Warner Brothers as a whole. So comics will now feature heroes and villains you see on a day-to-day basis, either on TV or in the movies and in video games. So starting this July will be the DC Rebirth, and this storyline is actually going to go on for 2 years. Though, to be honest, I'm really not a fan of Batman's new logo. The costume isn't bad, but that emblem just bugs me to no end. I mean, just go with the classic circle and the bat symbol if you're going to go with something... why? So, Jeff Johns basically said some Pre-52 characters will be returning, and some will even be replacing New 52 lead characters. New 52 Superman may be gone, but he's replaced with my favorite and many others, Man of Steel, Pre-52 Superman. Continuing his adventures after Convergence, and from DC's popular Lois and Clark series, which is a great book series, by the way. Very interesting read. This is the same married super couple from the 90s and the 2000s, Lois and Clark, and they have a super son. So after Convergence, somehow Kal-El ended up in the New 52 universe, and as of Rebirth, in May, will be DC Comics Superman once again. His son will also become friends with Batman's son, Damian Wayne, and they even have a new comic together called Super Sons, the son of Batman and the son of Superman. On a very daring and surprising note, Dan Jargon, the man who killed Superman in Death of Superman, is now back writing for Action Comics. Lex Luthor also will get Superman-type powers, and the classic Doomsday will come back to mess with the Super Family. There's also some stuff going on with Supergirl, but I don't really read that. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman will also star in a Trinity comic series as well, similar to what we saw when Jim Lee and others did it. There are way too many writers and artists returning from DC's past to mention, but I love a lot of them. Many fan favorites from the 90s and the 00s. It feels weird to say the 00s. And the New 52 are helming very popular books and characters. So with classic Supes back, what happened to New 52 Superman? Well, to be honest, I don't really care. He was unpopular, he was a jerk, and he was panned by fans. He just wasn't our Superman. I don't think they're going to kill him off or anything like that and make him a martyr. I think he's just going to vanish like Wally West, what Dan Dido did to poor Wally. Keeping the happiness train chugging along, though, Nightwing returns, and he's back in his Pre-52 style. Blue and black. His comics will deal with becoming a better hero than Batman. He will also get a brand new villain exclusive to his series. The continuity will still be the same as the New 52, so the Grayson spy years happened, as did Forever Evil and all that other stuff. But it doesn't matter. He's Nightwing again. I'm super excited for this book, and it will release 2 times a month! Yes! Still, Nightwing will also have one other book that he will star in, another fan favorite series called The Titans. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the original group of heroes is back in the DC Universe. And it looks like DC's planning to make Grayson friends with everyone in the DC Universe again. again. Thanks to the current Titans Hunt series, which has been okay, where the original Titans come back, minus poor Wally. Apparently, they had their minds wiped by some type of villain off the face of the universe. Even the Titans themselves don't really remember one another until like issue 4 or 5. But basically it means Tim's team is not the first to use the name Teen Titans. The team will consist of Donna Troy, Roy Harper, Garth or Aqualad, the original, and a few more will join Grayson's crusade in the True Titans. As for the world of Batman, CIA writer Tom King from the Grayson series will now man Batman. While Scott Snyder is now exclusive with DC, he will create his own all-star Batman series, which will also be a couple times a month. Detective Comics will also star Batman and Batwoman, who doesn't get a solo book anymore, and they will be doing more of a Tudor-based stuff with Spoiler, Stephanie Brown, and Red Robin, Tim Drake, wearing his original old 90s look, except he has the double R, so you don't mistake him for, a Robin. No word on Harper Rao or Catwoman at this time, other than Catwoman will appear in All-Star. We Are Robin is canceled, and Duke now works with Batman and Commissioner Gordon in the Batman comics. Batgirl is being taken out of Burnside and backpacking through Asia. That's what her books are going to be. And pretty much all of her writers from the Burnside left. They're doing their own original property that I don't think has anything to do with DC. Batgirl will also star in a Birds of Prey book with Huntress and Black Canary, and it doesn't seem like they get along. They also have like kind of a homage to Oracle from the 90s to kind of sucker people my age, but I think it'll be a fun read. Damian will now lead the Teen Titans, and Starfire will be losing her book and returning to the team. New 52 Wally West is still around and will be a part of the Titans, and the reason that he is popular is due to, of course, him being on The Flash, which is on the CW. Terry McGinnis is back as Batman in Batman Beyond, though I don't know how they really explained it. It's pretty exciting, though, so if you guys didn't like Tim Drake's run, Terry's coming back. Oh, and Red Hood is back with the Outlaws. He will work with Bizarro and Artemis. The structure will be very similar to the 2011 series, or the start of the New 52. So a team of 3, and Roy is, of course, back with Grayson and the original Titans. Green Arrow is actually going to meet Black Canary finally. Some crazy things are going to happen between those two crazy kids. And Aquaman still has a book. Same with the Flash. Flash is still Barry Allen, and he's going to basically run into like this Speed Force storm that's going to create a lot of new speedsters, some good and some really bad, like the new character Godspeed. As for the Green Lanterns, rookie lanterns Simon and Jessica, I believe that's their names, join the League, and Hal is out of the League, working once again with the Green Lantern Corps, which this is going to upset some of you. A lot of different colored lanterns, like red and white and blue or whatever, they're all green again. Jon Stewart, Guy Gardner, and Kyle Rayner are all Green Lanterns once again under Hal Jordan's command. And you can read about them in Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Blue Beetle is back. Actually, both of them. So Ted Kord, the original, and Jaime. So now Ted will basically be like Jaime's tutor or something. Instead of, taking over the mantle after Ted's death and Identity Crisis, he's now like a, Batman Beyond type father figure or something. It's weird, okay? I don't really understand how it's going to work. But hopefully that means Blue and Gold will get together. I'd love to see a Booster Gold and Blue Beetle series, because those two are hilarious. Harley Quinn still has her own book, same with Deathstroke, so those of you that like to read those, they're still doing their thing. She'll also appear in the new Suicide Squad team, which consists of right now Deadshot, Katana, and Killer Croc, along with Captain Boomerang, and some surprises later, which, some of these people might not like how the teams are right now during the relaunch. But again, the reason why they're doing that is because of the movies, the TV shows, and the video games. But anyway, now I want to hear from you. What do you think about DC's relaunch this July? Are you interested, or are you still staying away after what happened with the New 52? And if you like the New 52, are you going to give DC's relaunch a shot? Anyway, guys and gals, that does it for me. Have a fantastic rest of your night. I hope this explains what DC Rebirth is. And if you're a fan of Nightwing and the Bat books and continuity and stories and characters, this is something to get excited about. Well, God bless and happy reading. See ya.